On that note, it gives me great pleasure this afternoon to welcome the Premier of New South Wales, the Honourable Iemma, to the stage to deliver the State of the Region address. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barbara. Can I also acknowledge my other parliamentary colleagues, the Member for Parramatta, Tony Daddy-O, Parliamentary Secretary of the Minister of Police, and David Boyd, the Member for Grant, former Mayor of Parramatta. Can I acknowledge members of the Diplomatic Corps, Consul Generals that are here, Stephen Jenkins, the President of the Western Sydney Business Connection, Glenn Truella, Peter, thank you for your work this afternoon as MC. Other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and also acknowledge their traditional owners of the land that we share today. And I'm proud to be here today to report to you that this region is vibrant and strong, growing and successful. Now, you all know the statistics. The third most important economic region in Australia, home to 1 in 10 Australians, home to 30% of the nation's top 500 businesses, nearly 250,000 businesses here in the Western Sydney region. And what's behind those statistics? Hard work, commitment, innovation, and above all, a lot of belief in succeeding. For too long, the critics considered Western Sydney as a place that you just live. The worst of those critics said you just existed there. That the professional services, the facilities, the smart shopping centres, the cultural facilities, the real opportunities in life were somewhere else. Always seemed to be somewhere else. That's what the critics said. All that's changed. All that's changed not by accident, but by careful planning, by good public policy. Above all, a three-way partnership. State, local government, and business community representing the communities of Western Sydney. Careful planning, project by project, program by program. For example, the biggest concentration of urban expenditure in the nation. New or rebuilt hospitals at Nepean, Blacktown, Campbelltown, to name a few, and Australia's largest hospital under construction at Liverpool, soon to be followed by a new one at Auburn, together worth $500 million. The headquarters of the state's legal system in Parramatta, the headquarters of the police in Parramatta, moved from the Sydney CBD to the Parramatta CBD. A new medical school in Campbelltown, the first time in 150 years of medical education in the state, that kids from Western Sydney can study to become doctors in Western Sydney and serve their local communities in Western Sydney hospitals. Recycling and stormwater projects worth $350 million that will save 70 billion litres of water by 2015. The list goes on. But it's not just the hard infrastructure that counts. It's the quality of the programs and the projects that make a difference to the quality of life. They're the ones that make a real difference to the way people live in Western Sydney. And ultimately, how they feel about the region and the texture of the region. That's why governments have invested in top-class cultural facilities, like the ones we have at Penrith, Cashulan, Campbelltown, and other locations throughout Western Sydney. For example, I had the privilege of reopening the galleries in Campbelltown and Cashulan, both of which received substantial contributions from the New South Wales government to grow and expand in partnership with councils and their local communities. It's in that same spirit that I'm proud to announce a major contribution of $5 million to help Parramatta City Council realise their long-held ambition, their dream of an art gallery for the people of Western Sydney. The new generation gallery and centre will be a landmark facility, a $21 million gallery integrated with a library, a heritage centre and a media hub in the heart of the massive Civic Square redevelopment, right next to the new transport interchange. Amazingly, there's no major public gallery between the Nepean River and the Sydney CBD. Well, it's time that changed. Friends, another key part of adding to the texture and vibrancy of the region. Another key project, one that Liverpool City Council wants to embark on. And it's a project to improve the environment of Liverpool City, as many councils and communities have done throughout Western Sydney. Now, providing your fair share of employment lands to drive job opportunities is great. But environmental opportunities are just as important. The region needs its open spaces to build the quality of life for families. Places like Bicentennial Park, Rouse Hill Regional Park, and the greatest piece of urban open space in Australia, the 5,000 hectare Western Sydney parklands, now coming into full public usage. They're some of the great ones that have already happened. These are open spaces on a national scale. It's taken years, even decades to prepare, and we should all be very proud of them. But sometimes good open spaces don't need to be large ones. Think of Fairfield City Council's Restoring the Waters project, or Canterbury City Council's project at Riverwood in my own electorate, the Riverwood wetlands, turning a wasteland surplus to the M5 construction into a wetland. They're good examples of small urban renewal projects, of urban open space projects, turning wastelands into wetlands and recreation areas, small projects. And they're especially important because they're in areas where people are doing it tough. In April, I went to Casula to open the gallery extensions, and Liverpool City Council showed me their plans to provide another one of these smaller open spaces along the Georges River north of Casula, what Liverpool Council calls the Liverpool River City Projects. A great initiative, which I'm proud to say the government will make a $2 million contribution towards rebuilding. The Parramatta, Nepean and Georges Rivers weave their way through Sydney like precious threads. Well, let's treat them. Friends, what's the point of these initiatives and these announcements today? Well, I'll say it again. The Western Sydney that we celebrate today is by no accident. It's as a result of the deliberate creation of public policy and good public policy, government in partnership with the communities and you, the business community. Good policy that has been supported, good policy that will continue to be supported. Planning and the foresight will continue.